Hey, it's Tibblehunk's Adventure. It's been a while since I posted a video. I'm not even sure what the order of this is, just because I've got a lot of stuff recorded and just haven't had time. It's been a very busy year, not only with work, but just other stuff and life in general. But regardless of when this gets up, I just wanted to record it anyway, and then I'll have a video of it, and I don't have to try and remember how to go about this, or check my phone notes and stuff as needed. But today I'm going to be winterizing my sprinklers because it's starting to get a bit cold outside. So the first thing I'm going to be doing, this may be slightly different in terms of configurations and the house, but it's locating the water valve or pipe that's going outside. So in my case, I can kind of follow this one and see that it's going outside up here. So that's my water main. So in this case, you want the water to be, or the valve to be 90 degrees. I believe it's 90 degrees from the pipe, and then that way it shuts it off. So turn that off, and then next I'm going to be loosening, I believe this one, to drain out some of the water. There's some pressure that's built up. So I will get some pliers and do that in a moment. Actually, I just remembered, it doesn't take pliers. There's actually a knob here, so I'm going to try and do that very gently, but we'll see, just because that might shoot some water out, depending on how far, so we'll see how that kind of goes. Okay, honestly not too bad. So, okay, that is empty. Don't know if I need to leave that open or closed, so I guess I will need to refer to my notes for that. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is, this is my backflow preventer that I have outside. So I'm going to be setting the basement as well as the yard, having these flipped up to 45 degrees. You don't want them fully off or on in the winter. And then also I'll be taking out these caps and turning those I guess valves or pieces inside to 45 degrees too. So I'm just going to kind of do this a little bit oily, but kind of turn this one first. These are a little tight. Oh, actually it looks like it goes this way, so turn that about 45 degrees, and then do the same on this one. Okay, so I've gotten the caps off, so I will be turning these about 45 degrees. Now this will release some water pressure, so hopefully I don't get squirted on too much, depending on how that goes. You can kind of hear it, but that one, not too bad. And that one, not too bad either. Would be nice if all four were like that. I know when I had de-winterized my sprinklers, I think one of them had a lot that shot up, but no, looks like all four of those are good, so go ahead and put the caps back on. Okay, I've got the caps back on. Now there are like ground boxes and things that you can do to drain if needed. I haven't had to, like I've messed around with mine and done like valves and my other one in sprinklers and yards, and nothing ever seems to drain, so I don't know if that's necessarily needed for mine, but this is what I've done, and then all I need to do next is just turn off my sprinklers. Okay, and now I'm in my garage where my sprinkler system is located, so in my case all I have to do is turn it to off, and now my sprinklers will be off for the year. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Very straightforward process for winterizing my sprinkler systems, and then when I need to de-winterize them, kind of just do the same process in reversed. So hopefully it's been helpful. If not, it should be helpful for me if I ever need to refer back to this video. You guys all have a great day. We'll see you. So one other thing I like to do when winterizing the system, besides just doing the sprinklers, is if you are done for hose for the year and stuff, I like using these hose bibs. And basically you just take off your hose and you put them onto the spigot to protect it from freezing in the winter. So now that I've got my hose off, you just kind of work the bib in, make sure you get it all the way around the entire hosing unit. And then I've just got this drawstring here that I have to use two hands so that I can grab it and tighten it. And so there it is, tightened on. You can see it should keep it on, the wind isn't going to blow off, and that'll help protect that in the winter. So I had two outdoor spigots, and I now have these bibs on them to be nice and snug, and yeah, hopefully that'll keep me good for the winter. And then in the spring, you just take them off and put your hose back on. So another thing I typically do when winterizing, especially like the backflow converter, so I already put on the hose bibs that are there, but I also have this winterized kind of insulated cover or thermal, whatever you want to call it, but I typically just put that on. Of course, if I was using both hands, I'd probably just open it up. For the most part, it's easy to kind of maneuver and get over there. And yeah, I haven't had any issues with it trying to blow away, even when it gets really windy in this area. But yeah, just another nice way to kind of have that winterize so that it doesn't freeze over.